Hi, my name is Laura King, and in the next 6 minutes, I'm going to share with you the shocking secret whispered to me by an 83-year-old man while laying on his deathbed in the hospital, and how this simple secret became the missing ingredient to the law of attraction that finally unlocked its true power and literally turned my life around. This is the inspirational true story of how I went from struggling to pay the bills, dreading going to work every day, feeling lost, helpless, and stuck, to living the life of success, wealth, and abundance. I know it may sound impossible, but the missing key I'm going to reveal right now will genuinely help you attract the life you've always wanted. I call it my secret behind the secret, and it is the critical link to explain why the law of attraction hasn't worked for you yet. If you're like most people, then you've wondered why you are unable to attract the kind of success promised in the teachings out there on manifestation. You may have even practiced dutifully, but achieved little success, or worse, none at all. Hundreds of thousands of people are asking the same question: what went wrong? Realize that not all the teachings out there on manifestation are complete, and only a small part of the whole truth is shared. As a result, they rejected the law of attraction, and the initial fiery optimism of the law was quickly replaced with disillusion. Don't worry, what I'm about to share with you has got nothing to do with positive or wishful thinking, chanting affirmations, or other so-called exercises that simply don't work. If you've already spent good money on self-help books, audios, and courses that failed to work for you, or if you've tried applying the law of attraction but nothing happened, then keep watching this video. Why? Because you're about to discover the simple secrets they don't want you to know about. Who are they? I'm talking about the phony and even unethical self-help gurus who are in the business of making money and not actually helping people improve their lives. Look at it this way. If all of the teachings on manifestation really worked, then how come you and everyone else who tries them all are still stuck in dead-end jobs they hate, struggling to pay the bills, feeling lost and deeply unsatisfied, unhappy in their relationships? Here's the honest truth. Many gurus don't actually want you to be happy, successful, and fulfilled. Why? Because it's bad for business. If you're suddenly successful, then you'll stop seeking their help and buying their expensive courses, DVDs, and seminar programs. That's why most of the teachings on manifestation, attraction, and abundance have been purposefully left incomplete. That's how some of these unethical gurus keep you on the consumer treadmill of buying their overpriced courses and seminars. Well, I'm here to put a stop to all that today. I too struggled for years trying every self-help program and teaching, only to get nowhere. I was one of them, and up until I discovered the precise key that unlocked the power behind full manifestation, only then the law of the attraction worked for me. It was a simple yet miraculous shift, and I will show you exactly how to make it work for you too. Once you apply the key, you can finally create the life you've always dreamed of. No more struggles, and you can leave every trace of frustration, helplessness, and skepticism behind. You now have a chance to discover a key that will genuinely help you live the life you want. Imagine finally possessing the essential key successful people know about that you don't. A key that enables them to amass tremendous amounts of wealth and live healthy, happily, and worry-free lives. How would you like to fire your boss, leave your 9-to-5 job forever, and still make more money in a month than you used to make all year? Or walking into any car dealer, choosing your dream car, and driving off with the ownership papers signed? How about being debt-free and having the ability to step into any house and buy it right away, knowing you can easily afford it? When you come to grips with this critical key today, you will discover the supercharger's source for dramatically accelerating the achievement of any goal instead of taking weeks, months, or even years. The key captures the essence of universal principles in a way that makes manifesting abundance simple and effortless. Although it might sound impossible, I want you to know that this key absolutely works. I am a living proof that it does. It has already worked for me and for many who had the privilege to discover this secret key. It is the one simple, super powerful secret to manifesting anything you want in life. If life isn't working for you right now and things haven't turned out the way you want them to be, you are not alone. The truth is, even though many experts out there have shared the wonders of the universe and countless books and courses were created revolving around the law of attraction, the actual key to successful manifesting is almost never mentioned. Yet when I stumbled upon the missing key, I finally tapped into the powerful source of abundance and I was able to create astounding results in my life. If this is true for you, stop. Stop whatever you're doing now. Turn up the volume, listen up closely, and prepare yourself for some truly priceless insights. First, you must understand one fundamental truth. Abundance is your birthright. Yes, you heard me. Abundance is your birthright, and those who live life large understand this. That is not your fault, as we've been conditioned to believe that there is not enough to go around. There's a story that goes like this. 2 men went down to the ocean, one with a teaspoon, the other with a bucket, each taking the amount of water he chooses. The ocean, however, doesn't care if you were to come down with a teaspoon or bucket. It is an unlimited source. The ocean represents the source of abundance. It doesn't matter whether you ask for a little or a lot. Your withdrawal neither lessens anyone else's opportunities, nor do they diminish the total amount of available abundance. It is unlimited, and the only limits on your share are the limits set by you. So realize this. Abundance is your birthright, and there's more than enough to go around. However, few know how to tap into the unlimited source of abundance or how to access it at will. The main reason why I openly share this key is to give everyone an opportunity to possess this critical piece of information that is often missing but absolutely necessary for successful manifestation with the law of attraction. And make no mistake about it, the law of attraction absolutely works, especially with this missing key that you will find in the awakened source. Countless coincidences and manifestations have occurred since awakening the source that I simply can't list them all. Imagine being able to leave your dead-end job, breaking free from the endless financial struggle of having to scrape by with barely enough to repay your bills and debts. Finally, regaining the confidence to build the life you want and live life on your own terms. Let me make one thing crystal clear. Before chancing upon the missing key, I was a natural skeptic and would not put my faith in anything without concrete proof. But as my list of occurrences increased, I could no longer deny the truth. Stumbling on this key was the start of claiming back my abundance birthright. Today, I am sharing this video to pay it forward. And let me tell you, it is no accident that you are watching this video right now. I want to give you the same key that made all the difference for me. But first, allow me to share something about myself and why this particular key works seamlessly for those who choose to use it. Here is my unusual true story. When I was a child, my father was a paramedic. I was truly inspired by the way he helped people in our community. He became the springboard that sent me into the field of nursing, and I chose this profession because I always wanted to be part of something where I could make a difference. It's not every day that people appreciate how truly demanding the job of being a nurse is. To tell you the truth, it's hard work being a nurse. The 12-hour shifts are usually 14-hour shifts, And the work we do as nurses is physically and emotionally demanding, draining every last ounce of energy. Though it was challenging with the long and odd hours, I loved my work as I enjoyed taking care of people and going the extra mile for them. One day, life took an unexpected turn. 8 years ago, I was in serious trouble. Credit card trouble, to be exact. $47,237 worth of debt. How did I amass such a mountain of debt? My husband suffered a stroke and was unable to work as he was partially disabled. Going from a 2-income household to a 1-income household was a huge blow for me, especially with 2 kids and rising hospital bills for my husband's treatment. I knew I had to continue to pay our home mortgage and car installments, so I put everything else on credit. Credit cards became our only means of paying the grocery, utilities, and other bills. I kept using the cards, even though I knew I couldn't keep up with all the payments. There was no other way out. I had to hold this family together. Oh, and the guilt I felt about yelling at my kids for making me late for work. The laundry and dishes piling up. The unpaid bills and the healthy dinners that were often replaced by something fast and cheap. I was totally overwhelmed, exhausted, and felt like I just wasn't good enough at anything. You can imagine all of these were putting a lot of stress on my finances as well as my relationships. My relationship with my kids became strained as I worked long hours in the hospital and was unable to see them as much as I would have liked to. Once, my younger daughter said to me, "Mom, I don't recognize you anymore," when I picked her up from school on a Friday evening before Thanksgiving. That broke my heart. Negative thinking was a slippery slope, and I didn't realize how slippery it was until one fateful day the bombshell dropped on me. I had maxed out all of my credit cards. The companies persistently rang my phone. I would lay awake crying. My family was suffering, my work was suffering, and most of all, I was suffering. I was worn out and completely desperate. I needed help, yet I was too embarrassed to reach out for help. In the depths of despair, I cracked open a book given to me by a friend last Christmas. It was a well-known book about the law of attraction and how to go about manifesting abundance. She was completely sold to the law, as it had worked for her when she was going through a rough patch at work. This book had been sitting on my bookshelf for the longest time because I was always too busy to read it. Yet with more than a decade of experience working in the hospital, I had built my belief that, yes, there are miracles in life, and deep down a part of me believed a miracle could happen to me too. Why not give this book a shot? I mean, what more did I have to lose? I stayed up late reading it from cover to cover. By the end of the book, I was truly inspired, as it gave me hope that I do have the power to turn things around for the better. I followed the instructions exactly and devoured every single word with utmost importance. A month went by, then 2 months. I continued to practice the suggested exercises daily, yet nothing happened. 3 months went by, and there wasn't any beautiful, loving, abundant life that was manifested. Just more bills, more debt, and more frustration. I soon gave up and criticized myself for wasting time on wishful thinking fluff. What now? I thought. No more savings to pay off my huge credit card debts or my late mortgage payments. My family would soon face the doom of losing our precious home. I was disoriented and feeling completely lost. Then came December 24th. I was scheduled to work the night shift. It was an unusually quiet night. Everyone was quiet, except for the nurses who were standing around grumbling about having to work on Christmas Eve. I didn't mind at all, as the extra money would certainly help with my dire situation. I reported for duty and was informed I would be assigned to the emergency unit as they were short-staffed. I headed down the long and quiet corridor towards the ward. Lying helplessly on a gurney in the emergency area was a gentleman who looked like he was in his 80s. He was smartly dressed in a gray tweed suit and a bow tie. His eyes were dark green and staring straight into my eyes. "Hello, Mr. Godfrey. My name is Laura, and I will be your nurse today. I'm going to take really good care of you. It seems like you had a little accident this morning." He was out for his morning walk to buy a newspaper when he collapsed on his front porch. As I undressed my patient and prepared him for his hospital stay, his green eyes were intense and watching my every move. They were kind, focused, and trusting. "Mr. Godfrey, I'm going to give you a little sponge bath." "Thank you, my dear, and do call me Paul. It's unfortunate to spend Christmas Eve here." Before I could say a word to comfort him, Paul continued, "Well, at least we are not alone. You do look like you need a little Christmas cheer yourself, too." And he gave me a wink. I forced a smile and bit my lips to stop myself from crying. He reached for my hand and gave it a tight squeeze. "Love, it is going to be all right. Trust me." Those were the kindest words spoken to me since my plight. It was as if Paul could see through the strong facade I was putting up all the time. My heart pounded and my eyes filled with tears. All I needed at that moment was to release the stress, tension, frustration, and exhaustion that was bottled up inside of me. That was the beginning of my friendship with Mr. Godfrey, and he reminded me of my loving grandpa. Paul had a quiet charisma and warmth about him. There was a shared sense of familiarity and ease that made me feel instantly connected to him. The next day, I went to check on him with some Christmas fruitcake. He beckoned me to his side. "Hello, dear. That's very sweet of you." Even though it was only the second time we spoke, I felt like I knew Paul for a very long time. As we talked, I came to realize that Paul was the multimillionaire who had just donated to rebuild the children's department in my hospital and pioneered research on treatments for kids with cancer and other life-threatening diseases. I was in awe at his generosity, as it was known to the staff that the hospital had difficulty funding this project and was about to close it down. It was only made possible because of the huge donation from Paul. The afternoon went by pretty quickly as we chatted away like old friends, laughing and sharing. In fact, I was relieved to take a breather from my overwhelming plight and truly grateful for this wonderful conversation. Soon it was time to go. "Sweet Laura, I know that it's not my position to ask about this, but why the breakdown yesterday? Someone as lovely as you deserve more kindness. Could you shed some light on this to a curious old man?" he asked softly. I was startled, and my eyes started to well with tears again. I caved in and told him about my situation and how I was at my wit's end and desperate enough to try out the manifestation hocus pocus a try. "And you know what? It's all BS. I've tried it. It doesn't even work," I continued, blushing. At that moment, it was as if a switch was flipped. Paul looked at me, puzzled. "It didn't work for you? Tell me, what did you do?" I related my process to him, and he listened intently. When I was done, he took my hand and spoke in a low voice, almost whispering, "Laura, it will surely work." He let out a deep sigh and continued, "I am a dying man, and I have little time left. My last wish is to pass on this missing secret to someone and not bury it with me. Thank you for being such a darling, and I believe you are the chosen one to receive this secret and continue its legacy. This was precisely the secret that made me so successful. It will surely work. You are just going about it wrong." After his enlightening revelation, I finally realized what I'd been doing wrong and how to make it right. Paul was able to point out exactly why I failed despite many attempts. Most importantly, he instructed me the one simple thing I needed to do immediately to make everything start working for me the way I wanted. And honestly, it was so easy that I knew intuitively that it could work. Life can change in an instant. Sometimes it just takes a very long while for that instant to arrive. What Paul shared was a simple change that anyone is capable of making, yet a significant one that was pivotal to change everything for me. This missing key held me back from the powers of manifesting. The answer was within me all the while. It is something I now call harmonic flowing. Harmonic flowing is the missing connection to tapping into your source of abundance. It is probably the most important key to make the law of attraction work for you. It's a simple change that no one else has ever revealed. And when you know how to use it, you can affect everything in life. By harnessing the power of this law, you can finally be empowered and look for the reality that matches your thoughts, and begin to notice the opportunities that can lead you to live the life you desire. Very few had discovered this secret before. That was exactly why the manifestation fluff had never worked for me, no matter how hard I tried. Harmonic flowing is the only way to connect us to our birthright and tap into our greatest source of abundance. I couldn't hold my excitement to put the simple secret into practice. The next day, Paul was discharged. It was a moment of mixed feelings for me. Happy he was well enough to leave the hospital, yet sad we had to part so quickly. I thanked him again and gave him a peck on the cheek. He smiled shyly and whispered, "Bless you, my child. All the best with the missing key." And he carefully made his way to the limousine where his chauffeur was waiting patiently for him. I was committed to practicing harmonic flowing on a daily basis. This gave me the courage and confidence to do what I never believed was previously possible. Then, the magic began. I started to see changes happening in my life. Within 2 weeks, my husband, who had suffered from partial disability for about 2 years, began to recover. When the doctor heard about it, he was in disbelief and explained this could only happen to 1 in 5,000 people. We were overjoyed, and I knew secretly it was only possible because of the harmonic flowing principle. I felt an extraordinary oneness with the source, knowing that I had intentionally activated the process, and I was in full control of the steering wheel through this awakening process with the source. What was so exciting was I knew deep inside if it had worked once, it would work again and again, all the time. During the first month, I was promoted, bringing an increased paycheck that helped me tremendously with the expenses at home. Things were looking up. I felt an immediate ease and lightness, as though 100 tons of weight had been lifted off my heart. I felt more alive and happier than ever before. My newfound bliss opened the door for new relationships, which have blessed me with financial prosperity and abundance. My colleagues and friends began to notice that something was different about me. Some finally broke the ice and asked me, "What's happened to you, Laura? What are you doing to receive these great fortunes?" So I told my friends about the missing secret Paul had shared with me, and words started to spread like wildfire. Soon, calls and emails began pouring in to request help and support from me, asking to share my story. Then one day, an anonymous check of $50,000 was sent to me. I was very confused and shocked and called the bank immediately to inquire. It was then that I found out that it was a parting gift from Mr. Godfrey. He had passed on and had left this amount in my name. Not only had he passed me his abundant secret, he was my savior, as that check would be sufficient to clear my debt. I grieved for the loss of such a wonderful man, and I was really grateful to him for his love and generosity and for making a tremendous impact on my life. I kept my promise to Paul and continued the legacy by sharing this gift with my friends and colleagues. Today, I've gone from a 5-figure debt to a 6-figure wealth. I'm proudest of the fact that I could continue my childhood dream of making a difference to the world and generate lasting results for hundreds and thousands of people, and allows them to create their desired lives. I have retired, and for the past 7 years, I've been a leader in the personal development space that has transformed the lives of literally thousands of ordinary individuals just like you. I now feel that it's my life's mission to help as many people transform their lives as possible. It brings a huge smile to my face when I open my computer and see the countless thank you messages flooding into my inbox to share wonderful news, like job promotions, pay raises, rekindled relationships, revived marriages, exciting opportunities, and job offers. Yet I know that many people out there are still struggling and find it impossible to make the law of attraction work for them. The heart of the issue of why the law of attraction is not working is because it's missing one vitally important key. However, once you discover and put this key in place, it literally unlocks the door to abundance, and everything you've ever wanted is waiting on the other side of that door. Okay, Laura, this all sounds great. But how does harmonic flowing actually work, and how can I use it to create the dream life I've always wanted? That's a great question. Let me explain how you too can use harmonic flowing to tap into the incredible source of abundance and force the universe to give you everything you've always wanted. The first thing you need to realize is that harmonic flowing can be used by anyone, no matter where you are, what's happened in your past, or what you hope for your future. Harmonic flowing can literally give you the results you want if, once you understand how to use it. But without the right guidance and instructions, most people fail to truly understand how to harness the incredible power of abundance and end up feeling more frustrated and depressed. But don't worry, I've literally helped thousands of ordinary people get exactly what they want in life by showing them harmonic flowing can be as easy as riding a bicycle. And today, I'd like to show you too. I'd like to download everything I know about harmonic flowing into your head and teach you everything I know about using it to get the results you want without hard work. I want to introduce you to an easy-to-follow program that contains simple, step-by-step instructions on how to activate harmonic flowing effortlessly in your life. I call it the Awakened Source Program. It has been designed to get life-changing results for anyone willing to follow its simple blueprint and put it into practice. All you need to do is follow the instructions and watch as your life changes, almost on autopilot. I can guarantee you that if you follow these simple instructions, you will virtually be tapping into more than just wealth and success, even unlocking the doors to peace, happiness, and fulfillment. If you have been wondering why the law of attraction is working against you, instead of working for you, it is time to grab this extraordinary program that has all the answers. So here's exactly what you get when you grab the Awakened Source program now. First, inside the Awakened Source program, you'll discover practical techniques for tapping into your inner power, wisdom, and puts you in direct connection with harmonic flowing. You will also discover simple exercises for immediately erasing all your mental blocks and limiting beliefs that have been holding you back for years. When you turn the pages of this manual, you'll also discover everything you need to know to create instant results and the kind of life you've always wanted but have never been able to achieve on your own. You'll be able to use the simple yet incredibly powerful exercises and step-by-step techniques to finally open the floodgates to success, freedom, and abundance in your life. Because you're still watching the video and have made it this far, that shows me you're unlike most people on this planet. I can see that you're someone who is serious about living your best life. And that's why, when you take action today, I'd like to reward you with these 2 bonus gifts that make the program even more powerful. Each bonus is specifically designed to complement and enhance your manifestation experience for the Awakened Source so that you can start seeing results almost immediately. The first bonus is an audio program called 8 Pillars to Prosperity by James Allen. When you listen to this special audio, you'll be submerged in a prosperity session that few people ever get the chance to experience. Get ready to be blown away as you awaken your true source to unlimited wealth and prosperity right there in the session. The full retail value of this audio program is $67, but it's yours, completely free of charge, when you grab a copy of The Awakened Source today. The second bonus is Miracles of Your Mind, a book by Dr. Joseph Murphy, one of the pioneering leaders in the self-help industry. In this extraordinary book, Dr. Murphy reveals the inner workings of the subconscious mind and how to tap into its miracle-working power to every area of your life. You can improve family relationships, boost your health and energy levels, and attract money and new career opportunities once you follow the steps in this amazing book. The value of this bonus is $87, but it's yours absolutely free if you sign up for the full program today. You'll also get your hands on my third and final bonus, Love Yourself. The usual price for this is $97, but you'll be getting it for free as well. Love Yourself is a personal favorite of mine, comprising of a 20-page guide that encompasses practical, done-for-you instructions. You'll discover how to reconnect your inner world with an overwhelming sense of self-love and open up your treasure house of abundance of love, happiness, and peace of mind. Now, I've asked my close friends and students that have been through this program to tell me how much they thought an immediate results-getting program like this was worth. And the average numbers I heard range from $800 to $1,000. One person even said $3,000. After all, many of the results they personally experienced from putting the program into practice were worth so much more. However, my mission is to make this incredible program available to as many people as possible. Ever since the passing of Paul, my life mission is to inspire and impact 1 million individuals through the Awakened Source to unleash the greatness in every living person. I want to make this program readily available, especially for those who need it most. It is truly my deepest desire to make this affordable to everyone and anyone who are committed to turning their lives around. I know this might sound ridiculous, but I don't care. I've decided to slash the price of this powerful program by over 90%. Are you ready? The entire Awakened Source program and the $251 worth of valuable bonus materials are all yours for less than $50 if you act now. I am willing to make this program extremely affordable for you and anyone who is still struggling but ready to step out of the comfort zone and reclaim your birthright to abundance right now. All you have to do is click the big Add to Cart button you see below this video now. You'll get instant access to the entire program and all the bonus materials so you can start attracting the love, happiness, success, and wealth you truly deserve. Right now, you might be a little hesitant and wondering if this program will actually work for you. I totally understand, especially if you've already wasted money on programs from fake gurus that were full of nonsense and totally worthless. Look, I'm so confident in this program that I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and offer you an unconditional 100% 60-day money-back guarantee if you act now, which means you get to take the full program, give it a test drive for 60 days, and watch how your life transforms right before your eyes. If in the unlikely event you don't attract the money, love, and success you seek, let me know, and I'll provide you with a complete 100% refund. I'll even let you keep the entire program, the 3 incredible bonuses valued at $250, as my way of saying, sorry for wasting your time. You have a full 60 days to test drive and witness the life-changing results for yourself. If for any reason you don't find this program useful, just email our customer success team at support@theawakenedsource.com. and we'll handle your refund within 24 hours. I'm making this guarantee because I'm confident this program will work for you. All you have to do is click the Add to Cart button now, and you can get started right away. It is my commitment to Paul, and also to my mission to make a difference to people that led to the birth of the Awakened Source. You, my friend, deserve a life of success and abundance. With the Awakened Source, you no longer have to leave your life to chance. The Awakened Source is a unique program to equip you through 3 crucial steps that have been fine-tuned over the years to activate harmonic flowing, to create spectacular results in every area of your life, effortlessly. The Awakened Source is comprehensive and dives right into the core of what is essential to get you started and create real-life results quickly and easily. I'll show you exactly what you need to know to activate the harmonic flow in the quickest way possible. It totally empowers your life by tapping straight into the highway to the source of abundance. Let all the astounding results flow into your life today. Say goodbye to pent-up frustrations, sleepless nights where you stay awake worrying about work or stressing about the next mortgage repayment or overdue bills. You can say goodbye to money troubles forever when you unlock your ability to tap into hidden financial abundance, thanks to the Awakened Source program. Now take a moment to imagine what it'll be like to live in that beautiful new dream house, or walking into the showroom to buy that brand new sports car with cash, and without hesitation, knowing that you will always have more than enough. Imagine being in love with your perfect soulmate, having more time to spend with your family and loved ones, pursuing your dreams and hobbies, and glowing in health and vigor. But most importantly, I want you to think about how fulfilled and happy you'll feel when you start living a life of happiness, success, and pure joy. Every day, my inbox is literally flooded with thank you emails from individuals from all walks of life. Here are just some of the gratitude notes that I've recently received. I have always been known to be an avid practitioner of the law of attraction. For the past decade, I've spent a huge fortune on CDs, books, and seminars put together by famous gurus. But strangely, they never worked for me. How frustrating! But 3 months ago, my friend took pity on me and introduced me to the Awakened Source, and that was the turning point of my life. Since then, I have manifested success and attracted enough wealth as a financial consultant to be able to retire at 40. The Awakened Source has transformed my life. I cannot thank you enough, Laura. Shermeen Beasley, retiree. I was almost declared bankrupt a few months ago because of a failed business venture. With my credit cards all maxed out and my savings all wiped out, my whole life crumbled before me. I felt like a complete failure. But then came Laura's The Awakened Source. Well, to cut a long story short, I'm now running an extremely successful startup and earning at least 6 figures per month. I'm now my own boss and the master of my destiny, all thanks to Laura. Thank you so much. Sandy John, CEO. Once you truly understand and apply the Awakened Source, I can promise you with near certainty that your life will never be the same again. I can boldly make this claim because I have experienced this myself, and so have 35,384 other people. I would never have arrived at the wealth, abundance, and joy I have today if I didn't make that critical decision to jump in and apply the simple techniques from the Awakened Source that made me who I am today. Who knows? Maybe I'd still be struggling with my debt and the fate of being kicked out of my own home with 2 children and a disabled husband. And I know, certainly, that without the missing secret that Paul shared, my life would continue to be filled with pain, struggle, and worry. Sure, you could try to figure out all of this on your own and waste years of your life on trial and error and still end up just as frustrated, stressed, and disillusioned as when you first started. So why put in the years of time, effort, and struggle that I did when all you have to do is say yes today without any risk or effort on your part? Get the Awakened Source right now, risk-free, for a one-time enrollment price of $47. Don't wait another minute to begin creating the life you desire. Remember, you're also getting 3 valuable bonuses at absolutely no cost: the Awakened Source and the Irresistible Bonuses. A total value adding up to well over $250 is now offered to you at an unbeatable price. That's less than the price of dinner for 2 and a movie. and certainly half of what you'd spend for a visit to some inexperienced counselor or phony life coach. The best proof I can give you are the actual results, and that's what this program is all about. Grab a copy of the program today and experience the transformation yourself. And with a 100% money-back guarantee in place, this program is absolutely 100% risk-free. Your satisfaction and results from this program are my commitment and responsibility. So, are you ready to finally leave behind all the past bad experiences and give yourself the opportunity to recreate your life? A life filled with joy, abundance, and success? I invite you to join us today. Click the Add to Cart button below to get started and live the life you are meant to live, the life you truly deserve. If you are still hesitating from the way I see it now, you have 3 simple choices. Your first option is to do nothing. And we all know doing nothing is the worst option because, well, if you do nothing, then nothing is going to change, right? Tomorrow will be just a repeat of today. The only thing that'll be different is that you'll always be wondering, what if? What if you had just tried instead of procrastinating? Your second option is to do research on your own time and effort. You'll soon discover there are many phony experts selling programs that don't actually work or are incomplete. But seriously, how long are you prepared to wait for things to happen for you? Months? Years? Decades? I am sure you'll agree with me that if you've watched this video for this long, then you're at least curious to see if this program will work for you. Am I right? Then don't you owe it to yourself and your happiness to at least find out? Wouldn't it be much better to pick the third option and enroll in the Awaken Source program today? Life rewards those who take action. Have the courage to step forward and click the Add to Cart button now. You will gain immediate access to an irresistible opportunity to live your best life. If you're still here, you are probably half convinced, but still have some qualms and doubts at the back of your mind. Don't worry. I've heard them all before, so I've prepared a series of frequently asked questions, and I'm more than ready to answer them now. Question 1. How different is the Awaken Source from every other program out there? This is not yet another disappointing do this one magical step type thing that promises something ridiculous. You've been lied to enough, and it's time for a solution that works without the gimmicks. So if you want the real answer to manifesting your dreams, then here's what you can expect. The Awaken Source is a blueprint based on my personal transformation and many others who had achieved astounding results just like me. Master the key required to effectively tap into the source and enjoy every step of the way. The Awaken Source isn't just a system for you. It's the only system that produces real-world results. So if you're ready to access this incredible online program right now, simply click on the Add to Cart button now, and we'll see you on the other side. Next question. Can I really ask for anything? Yes, you can really ask for anything. It's just that things that are not useful in the greater good or have elements of hate in it will not be manifested. This is the nature of the Source, which is all about love, compassion, and giving. So, if you are asking for things that will contribute to your ultimate success in becoming the loving and fulfilled person, which is your birthright, expect that it will ultimately be yours. If you want to be on track to living your desired life of fulfillment and happiness, click the Add to Cart button below. Question 3. Can you guarantee results in the Awaken Source? You don't have to take my word for it, but you sure can trust our 35,384 happy customers that had tried and tested the Awaken Source and achieved phenomenal results from it. In fact, I am so confident that I'm offering you a 60-day full money-back guarantee so that you can use the Awaken Source absolutely risk-free. This is how confident I am this will work for you. To date, the overwhelming responses to the Awaken Source has been positive and astounding. Click Add to Cart below now and get immediate access to this limited offer. Be part of the movement in creating the best life for yourself and your future. So go ahead and click the button now. Just remember that it is in your moment of decision that your destiny is shaped. This is the moment where you will decide if you want to reclaim the life you truly deserve, or whether you want to continue to be stuck in your own cycle of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the same results. Whether you want to continue feeling stuck, frustrated, and unhappy, constantly sucking up to your boss, dreading the bills you have to pay, and getting busy going nowhere. It is by no accident that you have stumbled upon this video, and I am giving you the chance to make the change. But the choice is entirely up to you if you want to make that change. Now, the only thing standing between you and the life you truly deserve is in the decision of taking the one uncomfortable step forward. So help me help you. The system is 100% ready and waiting for you to activate it. I am making it a limited time offer today, sponsoring well over $1,000 out of my own pocket, so that you only have to pay $47 to start your amazing journey with me. I don't know how much longer I can afford to keep this offer running, so if you leave this page now, I can't promise you the extremely low price will still be available when you return. And don't forget, the one-time offer free bonuses worth over $250 is an exceptionally irresistible bargain. Waste no more time. Click the Add to Cart button now before it's too late. Lastly, I want to thank you for spending the time with me today and watching this video. I am truly grateful for the chance to share this good news with you, and I hope a part of me leaves with you. I promise you with near certainty that harmonic flowing is the only key to get you from where you are to where you want to be. It had already worked for countless others just like you. And what's more, it is now offered to you at a 100% guarantee. So there is absolutely no risk to you at all. You can gain instant access to this amazing proven system for less than a nice sushi dinner for one. Choosing where you are now, or choosing to live the life that you truly desire, a life of abundance, happiness, and peace. All I have to say is choose wisely, and always, always remember that making the action to change what feels right for you, to give yourself the opportunity to turn your life around for the better, is your birthright. See you on the next page.